thank you for joining us here today. My name is Miss Victoria and I'll be taking you through your warm-up this morning. So before we get started, make sure that your space is really clear and you haven't got anything that you might trip over. Make sure you're not wearing anything that might make you trip over too. If you need to pause the video just so you can go and do a quick tidy up, then do that now.
During the lesson, Miss Victoria will teach the exercise, dance and explain it with the music, and then give you a chance to dance it with the music too.
Right, we're going to get going, get our bodies nice and warm. So first of all, what I need you to do is start with your feet lovely and together in parallel position. So this is when your feet are glued together all the way up your legs, and your legs are squeezed together and you're standing up nice and tall with your hands by your side. We're going to take 4 knee bends, so knee bounces with our knees, and our arms are going to swing very gently forwards and backwards. So we've got 4 of those. So practice with me. We go forwards 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Now we're going to take 4 skips going forwards in a nice straight line. You can do any leg you like to start with. Okay, so we're going to go 4 skips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Okay, let's try that all together from the beginning. So we've got 4 knee bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 skips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Next, we're going to make a big circular stretch with our arm, and we're going to step our leg out to the side. So big stretch all the way like you're drawing half a rainbow to the side, and then we're going to do the exact same thing with the other hand. Big stretch all the way around and standing up nice and tall. Then we take a very quick mini run all the way backwards so that we can start all over again and you've got space to do your skips. Okay, so we've got our 4 knee bends, 4 skips, big stretch to one side and a big stretch to the other side, little run backwards, and we're ready to go again. Let's try it with some music. Knee bends, 1, 2, 3, skips forwards, 1, 2, 3, big stretch of the arm, 1, standing up nice and tall, and the other side, run backwards, and again, and knees, 2, 3, 4, skip, 1, 2, 3, big stretch to the side, half a rainbow, standing up nice and tall, and the other way, running backwards, finish nice and tall. So today with our sky theme, we are going flying. We're going flying in all different ways through the sky, through the universe, through the galaxy, and lots of different things. And first of all, the first thing you see when you go all the way up into the sky is just exactly what you can see at night time. It's the stars. They're all in the sky, okay? So we're going to get down nicely onto the floor. So no hands, one knee, the other knee, bottom, and legs. Sitting with your legs glued all the way together, so I don't want open legs, we want them closed together, fingertips on the floor, sitting up with a nice straight back, and your chin is lifted and your eyes are up. Okay, we're going to show how glorious and diamond-like our toes are, just like stars. So we're going to take a very slow flex and a very slow point of our right foot. We're going to do that again with the left foot. And don't forget, when we're going all the way down, our toes, they're the last things to get towards the floor. So our foot goes, or our ankle, and then it's our toe right at the end. Okay, so we do 2 very slow ones. 1 foot, slowly, then the other foot, slowly. We're going to do 2 a little bit quicker, but with both feet together. So both feet up, both feet down, up, and down. Then you're going to whoosh your both arms down the side of your legs, all the way to your toes. Make sure there's a diamond still on there and whoosh them all the way up. And fingertips on the floor. Okay, then we're going to start all the way from the beginning. So we've got one foot flexing really slowly, pointing down. Other foot pointing, bit quicker, up and down, 2 feet together. This time then, whoosh your legs all the way, ending your fingertips on, and you're sitting so tall still. Okay, let's give it a go with the music. 1 foot slowly, so all the way up, slowly down, toes are the last thing, and the other foot, toes last, together a bit quicker, flex, point, flex, make sure you're pointing just as hard, big whoosh, that's it, and again, slowly from the start, slowly down, other foot, flex, all the way down, 2 feet together, a bit quicker, flex, point, flex, big whoosh all the way down, fingertips on the floor, sitting up nice and tall. So we've just been looking at stars that are all in the sky. Now, in order to fly, if you're a creature or a magical creature, you need to have either a magical power or some wings, okay? And we're going to practice with our wings today. We're going to be checking that our 2 wings are working just fine so that we can fly all the way through the sky. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet in first position. So our pizza-sliced toes facing outwards and our legs are stretched and pulled up all the way up to the tops of our legs in our hips. Okay, we're going to do 1 wing with 1 foot. Now make sure you've got soft elbows, soft wrists and soft fingers. We don't want some spiky things coming off the end. We want soft wing all the way on the side and the other side, soft wing all the way up. Now you're going to check that they work together. So we're going to bring them up in front of us to our first position, which is opposite our belly button here, and our thumbs, they're tucked away, okay? So we bring them up, we're going to open them both out and gently lower them to the floor, okay? Then we go again, 1 wing to one side, nice and soft, other side, nice and soft. Now we know they work, we're going to check that they can go up really high. So we go all the way up to the top and all the way back down. Okay, we're going to practice that twice. So we're checking that our wings are so beautiful and soft. They can be any colour you like and they can even have a pattern on them. So think about that one whilst we practice with the music. Starting with 1 wing tucked to one side, up, down, other wing, down, up to first. Open them out to second. And we're going to go again with the wings to the side, all the way up. And other side. Both hands all the way to above your head. And all the way back. Very gentle. adjusted our wings in. Okay, and we're going to take our hands onto our hips. We're going to plie 4 times, so that's doing a demi-plie, bending our knees, making a nice big diamond shape with our knees, all right? And we want to make sure that our knees are going outwards over the top of our toes. We don't want our knees to come forwards or go backwards, because that's not very good. They might get a little bit achy after a while, okay? So you want to make sure that your knees are going right the way out over your toes every single time. So hands are on your hips. We're going to take 4 demi-plies. We bend and stretch, bend and stretch. 2 more, bend and stretch. Now we're taking a nice big point to the front, so it's like you're drawing a line on the floor with your toe. So you draw all the way out, point your toe outwards and inwards and outwards and inwards, then to the side, one side, close, and the other side, close. Okay, then we're going to go all the way again from the start. So we've got 4 demi-plies, 2 points to the front, 2 points to the side, like we're drawing a line across the floor. Okay, here we go. Let's try with some music. Feet in first, standing up nice and tall. Hands on those hips, shoulders down, and plie. 1, nice spongy knees. 2, 3, 1 more. Draw a line with your toes all the way forwards in front of you and back in, underfoot. Now to the side, close, other side. Once more, so we demi-plie. Keeping those knees all the way outwards and over your toes. 1 more. Point those toes forwards, draw a line. 1, other line, 2. With the sides. Make sure you finish nice and tall. Okay, so now it's time to fly through the sky so quickly. We're going on a rocket ship. Okay, so we're going to start up in the corner, or if you haven't got a corner, just make a bit of a longer space in your area ready so that you can travel forwards and backwards, okay? So I'm going to start up here in the corner. My feet are glued together in our parallel position. So feet together, knees together, stretch legs all the way up to the top. I'm going to run into the middle of the room on my tiptoe. So I'm running in, and I'm going to take a big jump and reach my arms up to the sky, just like you're blasting off in a rocket ship. Okay, big jump and crouch to the floor. Okay, so you run, you jump up to the sky, and you crouch to the floor. Then we're going to take a few bounces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to jump up and do the biggest star jump you can. Now I'm going to give you 2 options here. So your first option is you can just jump and land in a big star shape like this. Your second option is you can jump in a star and land with your feet together. So you're crouched down here, so you jump in a star and land with your feet together. Okay, so you've got option 1 or option 2. So you've run forwards, big jump to the sky, crouch to the floor, bouncing, and then you have either a big star jump or a big jumping jack. Okay? And then you're going to do it again. So you could either carry on the same line, or you could turn around and go back to where you came, or you could go anywhere you like in your room. So you could run, jump, crouch, bounces, then big star jump, or big jumping jack position. Okay, let's practice all together with the music from the beginning. So feet in parallel, standing nice and tall. Running on our toes. Big jump, crouch, bounces, big star jump, run, big jump, bounce, big jumping jack, running, jump, crouch, big star jump, run on your toes, jump, crouch, jumping jack.
Take a rocket ship when you can just blink and be there. Unless you're attached to counting down from 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's always a blast when you get to zero. Fly to the sky like a superhero. Zoom, 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 zoom. We're in space. And now.
Okay, so we've gone on our rocket ship, we've tested our wings. Now it's time to really fly through space, okay? So you're going to go up on your tippy toes and you can use any pattern you like in your room. Just make sure it's clear and that you don't trip over anything. So you're going to run on your tippy toes and then you can pick a position of your choice, but you've got to balance. So you could have 2 feet and you could balance up on your Debbie point. Or you could balance like in a marching or a skip position on one leg. You could have one leg out to the back like Superman. You could have any position you like. Legs to the front, side, whichever you choose. You can pick a different one every time. Okay, so you're going to run freely on your toes. And then you're going to balance in a position. And then you're going to run again. And then you're going to balance. You've got to hold it. Try and not make any wobbles, okay? So you're squeezing all your muscles, squeezing your tummy, squeezing your bottom, squeezing your legs, so that you don't wobble at all. Let's give it a go with the music and then you can have a practice all by yourself. Here we go. Up on your tippy toes, here we go, rising all the way up. Off you go on your first flight, running around. Balance. Run, balance, and again, run, balance, run, balance. One more time, run, balance, run. Last time, see if you can hold this balance for ages and ages and ages and ages. So, last lesson you learned part 1 of your little dance routine, and today we're going to be learning part 2. So I'm going to quickly recap the beginning and then we'll learn the new section and then we'll put the 2 together and practice with the music, and you can keep on practicing so that you're ready for section 3 and then you're ready to show your friends and family. Okay, so do you remember where we start? We start up there at the back. So I'm going up to the back and I'm holding on to my mat. So So you're having a look at your map during the introduction, okay? And then you run into the middle. So run into the middle and then study your map. Very serious. Study, study, study. Then show me your heels. We've got one heel and the other heel. Then you peek behind your map one side and the other side, and then fold it up, put it in your pocket, turn around, hands on our hips. So that's the end of section 1, okay? So this is going on to section number 2. So section number 2 is where we're getting dressed, ready to get into our rocket. So we're going to pick up a big space helmet. So pick up your space helmet and put it all the way on your head. Then you're going to put on your space boots. So one boot goes in, whoop, and then the other boot, whoop, and then you're going to zip up your space jacket all the way up to the top, okay? So that's your helmet, your boots, your other boots, and you're zipping it all the way up. Then your rocket is in front of you, but you've got to climb in. So you've got to climb into your rocket, and then you've got to buckle yourself up. Okay, and then we start to get ready to go. So you're holding on to your steering wheel. You're going to be bouncing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do a big jump like you're blasting off up to the sky. Big jump. Then we do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, big jump. Okay, and that is the end of section 2. So that's up to our blast off point. And then afterwards is section 3, is our flying all the way through space. Okay, so quickly recapping that second section. So we've just put our mat in our pocket, we've turned all the way around, and hands are on our hips. Okay, so it's time to get dressed. So we've got our space helmet goes all the way on, space boot, and the other boot. Zipping up your space jacket all the way up to the top, and you're climbing into your rocket. So climb it in, standing up and buckle it in. Okay, now we're holding on to our steering wheel and we're bouncing 1, 2, 3, 4, big jump. That was ready for blast off, and here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, big jump. That's it. Okay, so we're going to glue section 1 and section 2 together. Let's give it a practice with the music, and don't worry, I will remind you what is coming next. And then after this little practice together, you can practice and practice and practice, and make sure you've got it perfect so that next lesson we can add on number 3. So here we go from the beginning, holding your map in front of you, having a look over your map. Ready to run into the middle. Here we go, running forwards. Study your map, show your heels, one side, other side. Look to the sides, peek, fold it together. Turning around, hands on your hips. Getting dressed, helmet. Boots. Big zip. Climb into your rocket. And buckle. Ready, bounces. Big jump. And again, bounce. Big jump. Well done, everybody. You've done such a good job in class today. I hope you've had fun, because I've definitely had fun having you here in our digital dance studio. Okay, so now we've got one last thing to do, and that is our curtsy or bow. Now, this is a very important thing in a ballet class, because it's the way that we all say thank you. It's the way that I say thank you for you for doing such a good job and joining in so well. And it's a way for you to say thank you to me for taking you through an awesome ballet class. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet in first position. We're just going to do one wing one side, one wing the other side, and then I'm going to do one curtsy and one bow. And you guys can decide, you could do 2 curtsies or 2 bows, or the same as me, you could do one of each. So I'm going to point my foot to the side, you put it behind your foot and you say thank you. And then I'm going to have my hands on my hips, my feet together, and take a nice bow forwards and say thank you. Okay, let's try it with some music. Feet in first position, and well done for today's class.